day before launch day, and what we needed to do was just paint around the water line. So I thought to help Mike out. He's been up to his eyeballs with all of the work projects. Students been helping, you know, electrical and mechanical and stuff, but we needed to just, once a boat's been in the water, of course, you have to have a mechanical bond in order to get the new bottom paint to stick, and that means 60 grit and, you know, a sander. But after owning a 47-foot boat, 30-foot is so delightful, so easy to run down one side. So we're gonna wrap this up, go shake up the Cam Trinidad, and get this boat ready to go into the water. As I said, sanding 30-foot was really quite delightful and fast, but Mike likes the light industrial look, but the blue stripe was just in the hull, you know, oxidized big time. So I decided we just had to do a little buffing, waxing, and cleaning, make her look good before we put her in the water. Another detail, you notice the chain and anchor box is empty, and up there it is, chain and anchor with that reconditioned windlass all ready to go. What are you doing over there, Mike?
I am taping off the good stripe so we can buff it.
Oh, more buffing.
More buffing.
I don't know if that's your style, but we'll get her done.
As long as she's on the beach, might as well do it.
Might as well do it. We got a few hours before the lift is going to be here.
What's the 6 zeros for?
The password.
Oh.
When you Bluetooth. Look at that. We got state of charge 98%.
Huh.
We got almost 13 volts. We're pulling 0.19 amps, so a little bit of current, 2 watts.
You think that's the voltage lights?
No, I don't think so. Turn the battery switch back off. Let's see if it goes away.
It is off.
It is off, yeah. So we may have to calibrate. We'll see. Well, this is an exciting day. We got the shaft all greased up.
Yeah, and we got the prop speed on the propeller.
Prop speed on. You put some bolts, which are just to keep the grease holes clear, right?
Free and clear. Yep.
Okay.
And
how much pitch do we have in it? It's a 16-inch prop.
16. They were. I had 2 recommendations: 16.9 or 16.10, and the prop screw or the pitch screw was an 18. And from what they told me, the 18 is about 9.5, 9 and 5, not quite 9 3/4 pitch. So I'm kind of like right in between the recommendations.
I think that'll be good for our sea trial.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, that prop speed's a son of a gun to put on.
Yeah, it turns out.
And if I had to put it on again, I'd spray the primer, even though they...
Yeah, tech tip 1 says read the directions, and directions say don't spray.
Yeah.
But, did you get those washers put back on there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Maybe.
Just gotta look at it the right way.
Nice.
I usually do 3 out of 4. I think I banged her home on this one.
All right. Lock her down, get an anode on there, a little bit of paint. We're going for a boat ride.
That's right.
Okay, as we're wrapping up everything, trying to get details done before launch. Skallywag Jacob, what are you working on?
Well, we're troubleshooting things that aren't working. And so fuel gauge wasn't working. We think it was run to the old Westerbeek ignition switch. and the new beta isn't set up that way. And so rather than running it to the beta ignition switch and maybe worrying about warranty issues and whatnot, instead we're running it to a fuse block back at the main battery, and then we're just putting in a little momentary push button switch so he can push the button, see what his fuel tank is reading, and then you know, move on with life. So had to run some new wire, just finishing the crimps now, and we'll hopefully test it soon. All right, this is perfect. We'll be able to just reach in here, push the button next to the fuel gauge, and see what it says.
Boom. One
Boom.
more thing off the next checklist.
Right on.
Gonna splash this boat. What are you doing down there today, Mike?
Bilge rat.
Bilge rat, yeah.
I left a sandwich down there from over the weekend.
Well, look at that new cockpit floor. So this week is all about details. We got a couple of hoses, electrical. We've had the engine running, but you got to have all the details sorted out before you put her in the water, like the new bilge pump that Mike's looking at right there. Check. Okay, so other little details. While I was gone, Mike's got the exhaust temperature alarm on a nice little piece of mahogany. Apparently that came from his other previous boat. We got the Victron batteries installed. Last week you saw the heater. We still have to do the little switch. ACR is underneath here, which will work just fine. We can now have a fuse block, positives, anything that needed to go hot goes here. We've got a ground bar, and we've added the Victron Smart Shunt so we can link up to our phone and get some state of charge and things like that. Over by the engine, we ran from the battery switch down to the engine and from the battery up to the switch. We got some nice metal P-clamps. We got the positive and negative battery cable on the forward side of that stud, and on the aft side we got the fuel line, so that's all set. Over here, probably be jumpy, but we've got all three batteries have their own digital monitor, so that when Mike fires up the beta, we'll see the start battery go up. We're going to put some little labels on here, and once the ACR closes, we should see the other two batteries coming up to voltage so we can monitor them as well. And that's a backup if the app isn't working on Victron. We at least have voltage, which is good. Up here, final details, 4,600 some odd. Started with 36, so we did 1,000 trips on this repower. 1,000 trips, and I know some of them didn't get counted, but tarp is off. You can see all the dirt, debris, and bird crap and stuff. So we got the pressure washer there. Mike's got the hatch. He peeled the paper off. This is so cool. He's got the skylight. You can see that new beta down there. And of course, when he puts the teak cockpit grate in here, you won't see much of it, but I think he says, like hot rod shows, he gets to the non-such rendezvous, he's gonna have this thing opened up and highlighted. So lots of buffing and cleaning yet, but we're excited to put her in the water pretty soon. Skallywag Jake in here. Found a couple of wires without OCP for the battery for the voltmeters, so we got that taken care of. He's got the fan switch wired up, putting some labels on, doing it proper, and I think this thing's about ready to go in the water. Mike got most of the tools put away. I mean, got the carpet off the sole. Details. I think we're about there. Brought up the thermal camera for sea trial day so we can check it proper, and things are looking good. This was a pretty exciting part for Mike. Cleanup. He knew we were going in the water today, so got the little, we love these little electric pressure washers. Take them down to the marina or carry them up the stairs. Super easy. They do a great job. The boat looks so much better.
Thanks for meeting the jack stand.
Final details. We got an anode on the max prop. Just moved the stands so we can paint where they were. The bottom paint's looking good.